healthier for years to come.
Please welcome the Director of Customer Solutions Programs with Rocky Mountain Power, Clay Monroe.
Thank you. We're so happy to be here today with Utah Business, and what a great partnership that we have. And we're grateful and so happy to see many of our partners here today in the audience. So many of you who we've worked at length with to try and make our community and trying to make Utah a better, cleaner, more sustainable place. This year, Rocky Mountain Power's Blue Sky program is grateful to recognize 5 businesses and community partners as Blue Sky Legacies. Collectively, on an annual basis, their renewable energy participation in the Blue Sky program has the equivalent environmental impact of taking more than 1,500 gas-powered cars off the road in a single year. As we interviewed each organization, we were amazed at how much more they're doing for their employees, for their communities, and to educate and to implement sustainability and conservation practices beyond their typical business role. As we noticed a common theme among all of them, and it was an interesting theme, they've played an interesting part in critical human care as well. During these last few challenging years, some of them, they have advanced state-of-the-art X-ray technology, or they've helped with vaccine distribution. They're educating future leaders and making us stronger as individuals and citizens. So please join me in congratulating and expressing sincere appreciation to this year's Blue Sky Legacy Award winners.
Salt Lake County Mayor Jenny Wilson says, the Blue Sky program allows our Salt Lake County operators to be more sustainable. I see the program as a win for the county, taxpayers, and the environment all at the same time. More than 30,000 Blue Sky participants reside in Salt Lake County, making it the highest Blue Sky supporter region in Rocky Mountain Power's territory. This type of participation and adoption only happens when you have top leadership and community support, says Stacy Davis, Rocky Mountain Power's Blue Sky Program Manager. The county has expanded the Green and Healthy Homes program, reduced its water use by over 30 million gallons a year, and launched innovative projects like the eBus air monitoring system. The county's fleet of passenger vehicles is almost entirely made up of hybrid or electric vehicles, and the county owns and operates 60 electric vehicle charging stations. Salt Lake County has received a Blue Sky grant this year to install a solar array and battery storage for one of its facilities. Since 2007, Weber State University has been working toward its goal of becoming carbon neutral by 2050. To date, WSU has cut its electricity consumption by 37%, natural gas consumption by 48%, and reduced its total greenhouse gas emissions footprint by 63%. The Blue Sky program has been part of its mission from the beginning. A Blue Sky Legacy Award aims to recognize organizations and citizens that promote, educate, and set an example for the communities they serve. WSU is influencing the leaders of our future, and their accomplishments are valued by more than 29,000 local and international students and 2,800 employees as they pave a path for others to follow. Their message and actions play a critical role in how we view and respond to climate crises ahead. Blue Sky participants are proud to call Weber State University a legacy partner. Varex Imaging is recognized for maintaining a 13-year visionary partnership with the Blue Sky program. As the largest independent provider of X-ray technology in the world, the Salt Lake City-based company supports and promotes the adoption of renewable energy, electric vehicles, and sustainable business practices. As Varex's sustainability manager Jordan Larson says, the message is simple. Renewable energy is for everyone. Varex Imaging's annual participation in Blue Sky has the equivalent environmental impact of removing more than 400 gas-powered vehicles from the highways. Varex manages a significant recycling program, encourages employees to utilize alternative modes of transportation that minimize single-passenger vehicles, and even provides free on-site electric vehicle charging options. The Varex Salt Lake campus also has an employee garden with about 35 active participants and hosts employee sustainability fairs. The Front is more than a climbing gym, fitness center, or cafe. It's a gathering place for enthusiasts with interests focused on community sustainability and a hub for glass and battery recycling, promoting electric vehicles and emission-free transportation. The Front has been a Blue Sky Visionary partner since 2007. Between its Blue Sky participation and on-site solar generation, the Front can claim that 100% of its electricity usage is derived from renewable energy sources at the Salt Lake City location. The company partners with several nonprofit agencies that work towards positively impacting our communities and matching member donations. Dustin Buchthal, the owner of the Front, says, "Our motto is, 'Come as you are. We'll send you home stronger.' We truly focus on creating beautiful, environmentally friendly spaces where individuals of all backgrounds can come together to recreate and simply connect and enjoy one another." This year, Becton Dickinson & Company is celebrating 125 years of advancing the world of health. As a global organization, BD is committed to using its scale and influence to address climate change from many different angles. For more than 2 decades, BD has been committed to actively managing environmental, social, and governance issues around the globe to generate the positive change needed to realize healthy, resilient communities. Here in Utah, one of those includes participation in the Blue Sky program, matching more than 218 million kilowatt hours of electric use with renewable energy for over 15 years. In the last year, BD joined the Race to Zero, committing to Scope 3 greenhouse gas reduction targets to reach science-based net zero emissions by 2050. BD also continues to progress toward a goal of 25% energy reduction by 2030 by achieving a 14% energy reduction in their 2021 fiscal year and increasing investment in on-site renewable energy. Becton Dickinson & Company has been a prominent participant in the Blue Sky program, and its commitment to generating positive change in our world inspires others to follow its lead.
At this time, we'd like to invite up our individual winners, and they'll come up and be presented with their award, and then we'd invite you to exit and go out for a photo opportunity in the lobby. So please join me in welcoming Blue Sky Legacy Award winner, Salt Lake County, to the stage.
The Utah Division of Facilities Construction and Management strives to create professional spaces.
He was thanking me for not having to give a speech. So we'd now like to invite up Weber State University. And we'd like to invite up Varex Imaging. And our Small Business Award recipient, The Front Climbing Gym. And last but certainly not least, BD Medical. Well, we thank all of our wonderful partners here today. It's kind of the who's who of who it's great from Rocky Mountain Power's perspective to work with. We love all of our customers. Just like a parent loves all of their children, we might love some of them a little bit more. But we love these partners who are like-minded, who have like goals, who are on the same path as we as a utility work towards making Utah a better place for our customers, for our communities, and for others. We love to work with those companies who we've honored today. So thank you very much.
All right, I'm going to ask you for one more round of applause for Rocky Mountain Blue Sky Legacy Award winners. Congratulations. We are now pleased to move on to the Green Business Awards presentation of today's program, and I believe you might have to give a little bit of a speech, and the lights are bright, so if your sunglasses, just bring them up with you. It is a little bright up here, but, you know, we got to see you, got to see your face. We'd first like to recognize governments that help promote a green-friendly culture in the workplace and also inspire their citizens and local businesses to do the same. Please turn your attention to the video screens.
The Utah Division of Facilities Construction and Management strives to create professional spaces that implement cost-effective methods for energy-efficient design, construction, and operations. DFCM achieves this through multiple programs, including the High Performance Building Standard, the State Facility Energy Efficiency Fund, and the implementation of the statewide Space Master Plan. The High Performance Building Standard is part of DFCM's design requirements, working hand in hand with project managers, stakeholders, and agencies to ensure that the state's capital projects are held to strict energy efficiency standards. The State Facility Energy Efficiency Fund was established to provide the State Building Energy Efficiency Program with a revolving loan fund from which agencies and institutions can borrow to complete energy efficiency improvement projects. Repayment of the loan is achieved by capturing cost savings from reduced energy use and demand, as well as by capturing utility incentives.
Please give a warm welcome to David Griffin II, Assistant Director Builder Performance with the Utah Division of Facilities, Construction, and Management. He asked how long it's supposed to be. I should have said 10 minutes.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
No,
right.
You got 60 seconds. You're good.
That works. Well, I'd like to thank everybody for being here today and for the recognition that you've given the DFCM with the state. We really pride ourselves in being as energy efficient as possible, not only energy efficient, but also space efficient, so that the agencies that directly interface with the public really are able to focus on that and not necessarily on how well their cubicles are put together. I really wasn't prepared for this, but that's okay. The state has done a really fantastic job. We're one of the best states, if not the best state in the union when it comes to energy efficiency and the standards that have been implemented by our legislature and supported by the state. So we thank you for the opportunity we have to serve you as the state of Utah, and we hope that our continued service will reap the benefits that we're reaping today. Thank you.
Eat Awesome Things, or EATS Park City. is a 501c3 nonprofit organization dedicated to empowering and growing healthy communities. EATS gathers the Summit County community around shared nutritional and environmental values by educating and encouraging students, individuals, families, and institutions to create positive habits for food sustainability. EATS teaches the importance of growing and eating healthy food through cooking and gardening classes, while also teaching about the significance of food waste with a holistic look at the food cycle. EATS promotes sustainable practices that include eating locally grown produce, increasing plant-based consumption, and composting organics, thereby creating more waste-conscientious consumers. EATS also emphasizes how these sustainable, nutritious habits can address conditions such as diet-related illnesses, malnutrition, and obesity.
Accepting the award on behalf of Eat Awesome Things, Eats Park City, please welcome to the stage President of the Board and Acting Executive Director, Melissa Stock.
It is bright. Hi, everyone. Thank you. Eats is very honored to be amongst such an impactful group of people. We are especially proud of the students that we're teaching in the community. I want to take a moment to highlight two things. We have in the audience Bridie, who is one of our lead educators, and she's the one, stand up, Bridie. She's the one in the classrooms, she's the one in the gardens, she's in the greenhouses, teaching our youth about sustainable habits and growing your own produce. They do taste testing, and she is just part of a fabulous team. I also want to highlight the fact that I'm proud of the students in Park City and Summit County. They are very motivated, they're inspired, and they're inspiring in all that they are trying to do. They're trying to become leaders. We see fourth graders and fifth graders taking the lead in teaching the younger students, teaching their peers. They're so proud to be part of the green team of their school. And so we are super proud of this model that's developed and how we operate our programs in the schools. So thank you again. Appreciate it.
I think we put your awards up here, so just make sure you grab it on your way out. Companies are also getting involved through workplace initiatives and corporate programs. We would now like to recognize our honorees in the corporate initiative category. Please turn your attention to the video screens.
In 2021, the Skullcandy team announced that the company would withhold 1 million pounds of electronic waste from landfills worldwide by 2025. This goal originated from Skullcandy's reverse logistics program, launched in 2019, which takes retailer and customer returns and upcycles them back into the world as refurbished products. Since the launch of Skullcandy's Circular Commerce program, nearly 650,000 units of product have been upcycled or recycled, equating to 543,347 pounds of returned products withheld from landfills around the world. The Skullcandy digital team launched Carbon Checkout on each of their 4 websites around the globe, which allows customers to offset the carbon footprint of their online transactions. The company has achieved its goal to implement 100% recyclable packaging and has reduced packaging size by 20%, the use of unnecessary papers by 11%, and plastics by 16%. A portion of all Skullcandy sales go toward Protect Our Winters, a globally recognized nonprofit focused on climate change.
Please give a big round of applause to Manny Carrion, Director of Industrial Design with Skullcandy.
I thought if we sit farther back, the applause would be longer. but guess not. It's okay. I was kidding. No, super excited. Thank you so much for this award. You know, for us at Skullcandy, we're really focused on what we call future positive audio and product experiences. At the end of the day, for us, you know, it's really about our users, and we're lucky enough to have really young users that this idea of sustainability and caring about their impact on the environment is just kind of already built in. And the only thing that they require from us is that we make kick-ass products for them. And so that's what we focus on, and we try to do it in a lot of really cool ways, like you guys saw. I wish we could share. We have one of our designers here. He's worked on finished his design on a product that'll come up early next year that you guys will hear all about. It's really looking at what is future positive audio about? What does it mean when you put sustainability first for products? And so I wish I could share a little bit more about that, but look for that in the future. But for now, we're just excited to be here amongst you guys, and thank you.
For most of the 20th century, smoke rose above the Sharon Steel Mill smelting and ore milling facility. Today, steel and coal have transformed into solar and wildlife on what is now the site of the Zions Bancorporation Technology Center. Opened in July 2022, the center features more than 180 electric vehicle parking spaces and 2,000 solar panels that save 4.9 million pounds of carbon dioxide annually. The LEED Platinum certified building supports nearly 2,000 employees and offers ample green spaces, a community garden, and connectivity to nearby bike paths and public transit. This new technology hub is just one of the ways Zions Bancorporation is promoting environmental responsibility and sustainability. 2 decades ago, Zions pioneered the technology that allows paper checks to be deposited electronically, eliminating millions of trips to the bank. Today, the company continues to redesign processes to promote electronic forms and signatures. Zions has been investing in renewable power generation in the U.S. since 2009, growing its renewable energy portfolio by more than 100% since 2018.
Please welcome to the stage, representing Zions Bancorporation, the Director of Technology, Reliability, Engineering, and Operations, Cliff Bates.
Yeah, those lights are bright. But first, I just want to say thanks. I'm honored to represent receive this award on behalf of a great team sitting somewhere over in that direction. And then just a great organization such as Zions. Obviously, Zions Bancorporation is the parent company of Zions Bank here locally. And Zions has been a fixture in the local community for over almost 150 years now. And this building, our new tech campus in Midvale, is just another example of our commitment to the local community and understanding who keeps us in business. So this focus of ours, and while also working through the challenges of driving our team members back into the office, into such a great facility that we have now, makes that a lot easier. But we're very committed to still operate in person and have face-to-face interactions such as everybody here today. So on behalf of Zions and such a great team, thanks for the award and appreciate it.
Inherent to AutoSavvy's business model is the adage, reduce, reuse, recycle. By reconditioning vehicles that are destined for auction yards, AutoSavvy reduces the need to manufacture yet another car for today's congested roads, saving the estimated 60,000 gallons of water it takes to produce a new vehicle. The transportation industry leads economic sectors in CO2 pollution, and automobiles are the biggest reason. AutoSavvy takes this seriously and has partnered with a carbon offset company to plant 75 trees for every vehicle purchase. These 75 trees will effectively offset the carbon emissions created over 5 years by that vehicle. Since the launch of the Drive Carbon Neutral program, AutoSavvy has offset over 90 million tons of carbon, which equates to roughly 9,000 years of driving. AutoSavvy is delivering a pathway to affordable car ownership that is environmentally forward-thinking.
Please welcome Rich Jackson, Chief Operations Officer with AutoSavvy.
Well, we're honored to be here as well, and honored to be receiving this award. It's not often that an automobile dealership that sells automobiles that create so much carbon is honored for a carbon neutral program. As I said in the short clip there, it talked about the carbon neutral plan that we began just recently in the last year. To date, we have planted over 200,000 trees that to help offset the carbon going into the air. We've also, what's nice is our customers have the opportunity to purchase a program with their vehicle when they're doing it that will allow us to plant 75 trees per vehicle sold. And in doing so, that offsets 5 years worth of driving. So it's, again, we are an industry that does put carbon and pollution into the air, and we're doing our part to try to offset that. You know, it's a unique fact that when a vehicle is built, it takes about 60,000 gallons of water to produce that vehicle. And our business model at AutoSavvy is a unique business model that differs from most automobile companies out there. We sell vehicles that are branded titles, so we sell vehicles that normally would end up in scrap yards around the country, cluttering up the area. We have those vehicles rebuilt, restored to a safe standard, and then we resell those. So not only are we trying to be careful with the environment and doing the carbon offset program, we're also recycling, reusing vehicles that would normally clutter up our country. So again, we're proud to be here, we're proud to be recognized, and we thank you for the award.
No one's wearing their sunglasses up here. I don't know why. Let's now recognize our honorees that are doing their part with energy conservation. Please turn your attention to the video screens to learn more.
The Intermountain Industrial Assessment Center was founded in 2017 thanks to funding from the Department of Energy and Utah's Governor's Office of Energy Development. The organization is committed to providing local manufacturers with in-depth analysis outlining real-world ways to reduce their energy use, offering green solutions to traditional energy sources. The IIAC team consists of engineering students and industrial professionals, providing hands-on experience and mentorship to prepare students for future careers by providing real-world exposure and involvement. On average, the IIAC team has reduced energy costs by $94,000, resulting in 1,790,000 kilowatt hours saved per site. By providing additional air quality services, around 2 million pounds of CO2 have been saved per location. The guidance IIAC provided to over 200 energy-conscious manufacturers and wastewater treatment plants led the organization to win the Student Research Award in both 2019 and 2020, as well as the IAC Center for Excellence Award in 2020.
Please give a warm welcome to Blake Billings, lead student with Intermountain Industrial Assessment Center with the University of Utah.
Well, we're honored to be here today. We're grateful for this award. As you could probably tell in the video, we are Ute fans at the Intermountain Industrial Assessment Center. And that's because our center is housed at the University of Utah, and we use students as our labor. And so we not just use them, but we train them to be the next generation of energy engineers. So it's a win-win for both of us. But we're happy to be some of the boots on the ground at the manufacturers here in Utah to really help them reduce their energy use and be more efficient as there are many, Utah continues to grow, and as we continue to have more manufacturers coming here into the valley, we're happy to be an asset to them. We'd also like to thank our partners, our continuous partnership with Rocky Mountain Power and Dominion Energy, who have supported us, and we are grateful to be here today, and we're grateful for this award. Thank you.
Tara Anderson is the charismatic general manager of Karen's Cafe in Sandy, Utah, which is self-operated by Mountain America Credit Union. She's a graduate of the Culinary Institute of America and volunteers as the VP of the board for Waste Less Solutions. Since 2019, Tara's culinary team has spearheaded composting efforts and partnered with Waste Less Solutions for the LEED Silver Certified Mountain America Center. They have sent 57,000 pounds of food compost to be converted into renewable energy, and 5,000 meals have been rescued through the Waste Less Solutions partnership. The cafe charges for to-go containers to discourage usage, offers composting, and has an internal Teams channel where Tara offers tips to reduce waste at work and home. She also instituted Family Meal Friday, where her chef rescues leftovers to create completely new menu items, like most fine dining restaurants do for their staff meal.
Congratulations. Welcome to the stage, General Manager of Karen's Cafe at the Mountain America Credit Union headquarters, Tara Anderson.
And I typically wing things, but today I decided I might be a little nervous, so I took some notes. Thank you to Utah Business for this award and recognizing Mountain America Credit Union's efforts toward a more sustainable footprint. We all must make an effort to conserve our resources where we see opportunities. And that takes many investments. Time to discuss, plan, and execute with design and communication and facilities teams, an investment in providing extra waste removal and receptacles for all of our guests, an investment in labor to train and coach multiple teams through virtual and in-person trainings repeatedly to remind people how to do things, and dedication to maintain these standards by myself and my team. Y'all, it's complex and messy and not perfect, and we're all doing the best we can in this room. But we need to share our best practices, and we need to partner so that we can all combat this together. As a farm kid at my core and the daughter of a farmer and a conservationist, someone who spent her entire career as a chef with both multinational and independent food service organizations, I've been sitting front row to the problem of waste and watching it grow. From packaging to production to buffets for hundreds going in the trash, I've seen it all. So while at a conference as a member of La Danse d'Escoffier, I had an aha moment when attending a panel discussion about catering and event waste hosted by foodrescue.org. It was pivotal in my relationship with waste in the kitchen, and since then I've led efforts in every kitchen I've been in to reduce, repurpose, divert, recycle, and then finally throw things in the trash. My hope is that I'm setting an example by showing how helping and being more thoughtful about how we purchase and who we partner with and what we waste, I can inspire other departments within my own organization. By implementing simple, thoughtful standards at our kitchen, like composting with Momentum, Family Meal Fridays spearheaded by the chef, buying locally with Snuck Farms, being a food rescue pickup site so we can divert food to people who are hungry, and providing reusable containers for everything you eat at Karen's Cafe. And as you saw, we even charge for to-go containers because I just am so committed to it. There's always more work to do, but thank you for recognizing us. Thank you for my staff who's not here because they're serving lunch to the employees of Mountain America. My boss, Jan, for giving me the autonomy, but mainly the budget to implement such rigorous standards. And thank you to Utah Business and Mountain America for showing up and providing us with resources to be able to continue to work towards sustainable futures.
Smart lady. Overcoming some of our environmental challenges can be done with energy development innovations. Please take a look at the video screens to learn more about our next honorees that are being recognized for their efforts.
Josh Case has over 20 years of experience in solar development, real estate development, and finance. He is responsible for more than 10,000 megawatt AC projects, sited strategically next to key transmission infrastructure, large load manufacturing facilities, and/or retiring coal generation. He has also consulted for other large renewable energy companies, including EDF, Tenaska, and renewable social benefit funds. Josh's previous experience includes financial advisory and investment banking services at Bank of America Merrill Lynch, and structuring capital and operating equipment leases as Director of Sales and Marketing at MJM Capital Incorporated. He is the former CEO and co-founder of Photosol US and is the current CEO of Panorama Company and Energy Capital Group.
Congratulations and welcome to the stage the Vice President of Greenfield Development and NG North America, Josh Case.
Well, it is pretty bright up here. I wish I had my sunglasses. But I want to thank everyone for being here today, and I really appreciate this honor. It's great. I want to thank NG North America, where I'm Vice President of Greenfield Development, and Photosol, who funded me to build Photosol, and we were acquired by NG in March of this year. I want to thank my team. I want you guys to stand up. It's bright, so I got to remember where everybody was sitting. Jackie Fox, my first employee and project manager, very pivotal in everything that we did. Melissa Taylor, my project manager. I think Joe Hayworth, associate developer, good friend, and been working on renewable energy projects here in Utah with Scott Barney for several years. My wife, Christy, I couldn't have done this without her support, letting me travel all over the place, which has allowed me to meet great people everywhere and see things that I otherwise wouldn't. I love getting out there and meeting people and seeing things. It's so bright I can't see who. Danica Jessup, she's my document specialist, making sure we keep everything organized. Elise Granger, accounts payable and accounting, and Jess Michael, my environmental specialist, and Eve Mancia, my U.S. market analyst. Without them, I wouldn't be getting this award. I want to thank them, thank NG, thank Utah Business, thank everyone for being here, and I really appreciate it. And congratulations to everybody else that won today. So, thank you.
R Plus Energies is a Salt Lake City-based company that develops solar, pumped storage hydroelectric, battery energy storage, and wind renewable energy power plants. Through partnerships with the private sector, municipalities, and utilities, R Plus projects enable access to the region's best mix of renewable resources, boost revenue sources for the local tax base, create jobs, and enhance communities' continued legacy in the industry of energy production. In less than 4 years, R Plus has assembled a portfolio of over 30 projects in various stages of development across 15 markets in the U.S., representing over 13 gigawatts of new renewable energy capacity. In Utah alone, R Plus has 8 utility-scale solar and storage projects in active development or operation that are expected to add an estimated 1,000-plus full-time construction phase jobs and $40 million in property tax revenue for Utah communities over the next 20 years.
Please give a warm welcome to Miley Resta, Communication Associate with R Plus Energies.
Thank you, Utah Business, for hosting this incredible event and including R Plus as an honoree of the Green Business Award. I grew up in the Bay Area, right across the Golden Gate Bridge, in an area surrounded by mountains called Marin County. I remember when I was much younger, my family was driving over the mountain to the little hippie beach town my dad grew up in. While we were driving over the mountain, we saw someone throw a piece of trash outside of their parked car. My dad quickly pulled alongside the car and rolled down his window. The whole time I was thinking, oh God, what if I know this person? What if I go to school with them? What is he gonna say? And then my dad yelled, "Respect your mountain." I smiled and laughed, thinking that was exactly what he should be saying. My dad instilled in us a deep respect for our earth from a young age. He taught us that we are guests here and it is our job to be respectful. That same man who yelled at the littering teenagers is the founder of R Plus Energies. Guided by his vision and the unparalleled support of the Gardner Group, our amazing team of high-capacity specialists has built a company that in just 4 years has established a portfolio of over 30 projects representing 13 gigawatts of power output and over 7.5 gigawatts of storage capacity. Throughout the development cycle of these projects, that same mantra runs deep within each project. We are simply guests, here for a limited time only, and when we take our exit, we leave our home in a better condition than when we arrived, and that we know we have done our best to respect our mountains and everything in between. Thank you so much, and here's to many, many more megawatts.
We are now pleased to recognize companies in our green building category. One honoree is doing a complete renovation that's design will make it more efficient and sustainable, along with the company that is designed to operate without water year-round with many other green design features. Please turn your attention to the video screens to learn more.
In fall 2020, the Salt Lake City Department of Airports opened the first phase of the new SLC Airport, the first new large hub airport built in the U.S. in the 21st century. The new SLC was designed and built to provide a flexible, right-sized design for the future that is more efficient, sustainable, and maintains competitive costs. It was also designed to establish a benchmark for environmentally responsible airports. Sustainable design strategies that aimed to minimize the airport's environmental footprint included high-performance glazing, daylighting, and energy-efficient mechanical and lighting systems, and an efficient configuration of terminal and gate locations to reduce fuel use and aircraft emissions. The Salt Lake City Department of Airports' efforts have not gone unnoticed and were recognized in 2021 with a LEED Gold certification. Phases 2 and 3, which are currently under construction, are also on track to earn LEED Gold.
There we go. Please give a warm welcome to Bill Wyatt, Director of Airports at Salt Lake City Corporation.
Thank you so much, and on behalf of the airport family, the thousands of people who work there every day, the many thousands of people who travel every day, we really deeply appreciate this. Years ago, in fact, beginning in 1996, the city began planning for the development of a new airport here. And it was evident even then that we were out of space and out of room. And several events got in the way of that reconstruction, the events of 9/11, the financial crisis of 2008, the bankruptcy of major airlines. Nobody was wildly enthusiastic about building a new airport until about 2010 or 11 or so, and the city, the Department of Airports, and the airlines decided, yes, it was time to build a new airport. The original airport, which kind of looked like this, was not built as a hub. And along the way, the city decided, and by the way, the words sustainability and airport don't always roll off the tongue. We're going to do some unusual and very creative things to make this the greenest airport in the United States, which it is today. And the opportunity arose because it's not often that a large hub airport is completely built from scratch, essentially, built over the top of the old airport. It's the largest construction project in the history of the state, and it was a great opportunity to build into the design and function of the airport a variety of really sustainable features. Things that you might not think about. You saw the design of the two concourses. Planes can now go back and forth between the two parallel runways without having to wait or travel around, which means taxi time on the ground is dramatically reduced, which is a huge benefit to air quality. The natural light harvesting that occurs in the building, a requirement that the airport made of the airlines that all of the bag tugs that you see trooping around to planes and back and forth to the bag claim area are electric, which is great. So we've made significant investments, a real hats off to my team sitting over here, to the airlines who pay for large portions of this through their rent and related fees, and our other concessionaires, all of whom are all in on what we're doing. We're not done. We're probably 60% of the way there. We have another 5 years in front of us, but when it is complete, it'll be the greenest airport. It will continue to be the greenest airport in the United States, and a facility that'll serve this community for decades and decades to come. Thank you for the recognition. It means a lot to us. It helps give us the strength to carry on and convince others they ought to be doing the same thing. Thank you.
With sustainability at the forefront of every decision made, Nova Data Center's flagship in West Jordan was designed to operate without water year-round, use solar energy, and cool with ambient air. As a result of these green practices, the facility has earned a LEED Silver certification from the U.S. Green Building Council, a top honor legitimizing the sustainability efforts of the facility. The most unique feature of the flagship facility is a water-free cooling system that operates by utilizing a combination of the elevated floors surrounding air and heat exchange coils. Additionally, the facility is outfitted with countless green design features, including artificial grass to cut down on unnecessary water use, and recycling receptacles that foster an overall green mindset amongst employees. The data center is an example of how thoughtful design can go a long way when creating greener facilities.
Please welcome to the stage the Chief Financial Officer with Nova Data Centers, Corey Argyle.
That really is bright. Thank you. This is quite an honor for our company. There's so many people to thank. There's so many. You saw the building. There's so many people involved, from architects, consultants, engineers, mission-critical vendors that with their partnership, this wouldn't be possible to achieve some of the green initiatives that we've been able to achieve. But most of all, to our employees, we're a new company, but most of our employees, our executive team has 15 years minimum experience. So we're veterans within the data center space, and our goal is to really challenge the way data centers have been done in the past in pretty much every element. I'm gonna call out just a few people. They probably won't like this, but a few people that were critical in making this happen. Steve Boyce, Chandler Swenson, Van Allen, they're part of our build team. And this building, there's so much thought. Everywhere you look, there's so much thought that went into every piece of it that is just mind-staggering, and this team put that together, so kudos to you guys. And the most impactful green initiative that we were able to come, at least on this one, the one that's the funnest to talk about is the water. So a typical data center, similar to the size of our first building, say 50 megawatts, would use 1.2 million gallons a day. That's nearly 500 million a year. We've developed a system that doesn't use any water, and we've been able to do that at power efficiencies that are consistent with the evaporative systems that others use. So we plan to be disruptive in a lot of other ways. There's a drought too, right? 25 years? So it's kind of a good thing to do. Anyway, thanks to everybody. Thanks to Rocky Mountain Power and Utah Business for putting this on. It's an important event. Thank you.
Our next category highlights company leaders that spearhead change in their organizations in order to create a culture of sustainability, and their efforts become models in their industry and in our community. Please turn your attention to the video screens.
Nu Skin focuses on being environmentally friendly through its business practices and community leadership. By 2030, the company has committed to making all product packaging recycled, renewable, recyclable, reusable, or reduced. In 2021 alone, Nu Skin's repackaging and sustainability initiatives saved 118.2 tons of plastic and 33.1 tons of paper. Nu Skin is the first beauty company to use EcoPack, which is constructed of 100% bio-PE, a bio-based plastic resin derived from sugarcane that uses 83% less carbon emission and an average of 10% less plastic per product. A designated product recycling bin at Nu Skin's global headquarters recycled 179.8 tons of materials in 2021 alone. Nu Skin leads sustainability efforts in the state of Utah by forming and leading the Utah Sustainable Business Coalition with Adobe and Young Living, which leads businesses and communities to better the world. Within 5 years, the coalition has grown to include more than 300 members statewide.
Congratulations and welcome to Heather Cruz, Vice President of Corporate Social Responsibility and Sustainability with Nu Skin.
Thank you so much. We are so honored to be here with all of you today, and so honored to be among those who we have heard the stories of today. At Nu Skin, we are working to be better every day with our sustainability efforts. We're not at the top yet, and we hope to become better and better. As we embarked on our changes around sustainable packaging and our carbon footprint and the other initiatives we're working on, we noticed that we didn't have all the answers, and we knew that others were probably on that same path. And so that's what turned us to help found the Utah Sustainable Business Coalition, which is a great group of businesses, as it mentioned here, that many of you are part of, that help and collaborate on sustainability initiatives. And that's been such a huge difference for us to be able to have others in the room that are supporting and helping each other, much like today. And so with that, we are so excited for this award and so grateful for all the help that has gone into it. My team who's here today has been phenomenal in working on this, and my boss, Ruth Todd, has really paved the path with our management and had such great support. So thank you to all of you, and to our team who isn't here. It really takes a huge village. So thank you, and congrats to all the rest of you too.
The Shop SLC, a premier shared workspace for the creative professional, made history by opening the first carbon-neutral shared office space in the city. Here, teams large and small come together under one roof to share furniture, technology, coffee makers, and ideas. The Shop has championed sustainability beyond the build itself with a series of partners and initiatives, including a relationship with Momentum Recycling and Atlas Disposal to recycle appropriately, as well as a sponsorship of the nearby Green Bike Station. The workspace's roots go deeper with outreach to eco-oriented nonprofits like the Green Urban Lunchbox and the Utah Sustainable Business Coalition. These partnerships cemented the Shop's role in surrounding communities via commitments to provide local products for purchase in the workspace's marketplace.
Please welcome to the stage leasing specialist with the Shop Salt Lake City, Mike Brewer.
Had to keep it going, put the shades on, you know what I mean? So thank you all for having me. My name is Michael Brewer. I'm with the Shop Workspace, as detailed out. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my team, Annie Olson and Jen Davison, for sending in the newest and youngest member of the company to a speech in front of you all. So I appreciate them for that. A lot of what I was going to say was actually outlined within the video. So today I really just want to go into a few more details on kind of what we do within the community as it was outlined. So we do have the partnership with Green Urban Lunchbox. This year for our Community Day, we went out and refurbished a weathered chicken coop with them to be able to help them get their local farm back into production. As mentioned, we do have a partnership with the Green Bike, Utah's only nonprofit bike share. We offer our members one free membership when they sign up with us. As well as we work with local businesses such as Tizanti, Kings Peak, and Salt Lake City Roasting Company for our coffee that we provide for our members. On behalf of the Shop and the domain companies, I do appreciate your time and allowing me to be here. Thank you.
We would next like to honor two companies that are in our social impact category. These companies are setting an example with their expertise on climate, clean energy, and air quality solutions, and by pioneering the development of smarter energy solutions. Please turn your attention to the video screens.
What started as a small group of passionate volunteers working on climate issues around a kitchen table has become one of Utah's most impactful and trusted clean air and climate change organizations, Utah Clean Energy. When incorporated in 2002, wind and solar farms in the state were non-existent. Next to Zero Homes had solar, and talking about climate change in the halls of Utah State Capitol required walking a political tightrope. Utah now has enough renewable energy to power nearly 700,000 Utah homes. Energy efficiency is a priority energy resource, and Utah leaders from across party lines are discussing the risks and solutions of climate change. Over the past 20 years, Utah Clean Energy has become recognized as the state's foremost expert on climate, clean energy, and air quality solutions. The organization's mission is to lead and accelerate the clean energy transformation with vision and expertise, and has supported those ideals through dozens of impactful measures spanning solar energy, electric vehicles, healthy homes, energy and equity, climate policy, and more.
Welcome to the stage from Utah Clean Energy, the founder and CEO, Sarah Wright.
Well, thank you to Utah Business Magazine and Rocky Mountain Power. It's an honor to get this award for Utah Clean Energy and the entire team. To be honest, I couldn't be more proud of what we have accomplished over the last 20 years, and also, admittedly, it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride at times, but The truth is that the party is just getting started, and that it is an incredible time to be accelerating the solutions to climate change. And I believe Utah can be the leader that turns the tide on this climate change. We need conservative states, and everyone here today is an example of what we can do collaboratively. So thank you all. I would say meeting the climate challenge, it's huge. It takes all of us working together, and looking around the room, I see so many partners that we've worked with over the years, and thank you for helping to make Utah and the world a better place. I'm grateful to all of you. And then there's also a lot of new and exciting partners that we haven't worked with yet, and I look forward to what we can and will accomplish over the next few years. So thank you.
A global leader in clean consumer power solutions, Utah-based Goal Zero created the portable power station category more than a decade ago, following a humanitarian mission to bring sustainable energy to those in need. From emergency outages to camping and off-grid projects and events, Goal Zero solar panels, power stations, and accessories give people the power to keep their gear charged through any situation. Born out of the desire to empower people everywhere, and as an NRG company, Goal Zero is working to change the way people think about and use power by pioneering the development of smarter energy solutions.
I needed that. Remember the windstorm a couple years ago? Lost power for a week. I need that. Congratulations and welcome to the stage, Goal Zero.
That is really bright. Hi, everyone. It's truly an honor to receive this award on behalf of Goal Zero. It's a company that's, we're constantly trying and striving to find new and better ways to improve the situations around the world. Our team works tirelessly to make affordable and reliable home backup and portable power for everyone, no matter where they live. And this is truly a testament to everyone's hard work. As climate change and natural disasters continue to impact our world more than ever, our drive has never been stronger, and we're excited to continue our mission of sustainable excellence. From its beginning, outfitting huts in the Congo with solar power and lights, Goal Zero was founded with the belief that lack of resources should not limit human potential. We're grateful for our employees, customers, and partners that have turned this mission into a reality, and we're not done yet. Thank you.
All right, our final category for the day will honor companies that are leaders in promoting waste and recycling initiatives. These companies have created a culture in their organizations, and their efforts are being recognized today. Please take a look at the screens.
Fulfilled's mission is to simplify low-waste living by offering refillable and package-free products to those looking to lessen their impact on the environment. Fulfilled believes that by making zero-waste alternatives accessible, more people will ditch single-use plastics and join the reduce, reuse, and refill revolution. What started as a vendor at the Park City's Farmers Market quickly grew into a brick-and-mortar location at Outlets Park City, and is the first refill and low-waste store in Summit County that is 100% plastic-free. This year, Fulfilled has helped divert close to 7,000 plastic bottles from the waste stream. Through its efforts, Fulfilled supports 16 women-owned sustainable businesses.
Please give a warm welcome to Kimberly Flores, owner of Fulfilled. Congratulations.
So that's a little bit about who we are at Fulfilled, but now I want to talk a little bit about why. Plastic is one of the most persistent pollutants on this planet. It was made to last, and it does. Most plastic for 400 years or more. But it doesn't just go away, right? It just breaks down into smaller pieces. Now, many of you in this room likely know the statistics, but I want to share some shocking truth worth repeating. This year, microplastic pollution was detected in human blood for the first time in history. Although it was a small study, close to 80% of participants had plastic pollution in their bloodstream. Let me repeat that again. Almost 80% of participants had plastic in their blood. Half of those samples contained PET plastic, which is commonly used in plastic water bottles and soda bottles, while a third contained polystyrene, which is used for packaging food and other products. It should come as no surprise then that microplastics were also recently found in human placentas. That study was published in 2020, the same year I had my daughter. We are in a plastic crisis, and unfortunately, we cannot recycle our way out of this. I know Recyclops, I know you're out there, we're trying really hard, I see you, but it's not for lack of trying, right? And you guys will likely talk about that. The fossil fuel and the petrochemical industries are pouring billions of dollars into new plastic production plants, whether we like it or not. In fact, the World Economic Forum says that they predict plastic production will likely double in the next 20 years. If we're going to combat this plastic crisis, we need to ensure that plastic doesn't end up in the environment in the first place. And really, it's up to us. The small businesses in this room, the large corporations in this room, and ultimately us, the consumers. We need to do things differently. We need to be the change. And this award, thankfully, is a reflection of that. People who care. Hundreds of people in my community are choosing to refuse single-use plastic and instead going out of their way to make a different choice for them, for their families, for our future. I want to thank Park City and the Summit County community for embracing us in our first year of business and championing our cause. I want to thank the Women's Business Center for helping this former journalist turn into an entrepreneur. To Marissa Bomas, who I don't think could be here today, for nominating Fulfilled, and to the amazing women business owners that I've got to meet, including Paige, who's back there with me tonight, who've really been my rock through this last year. Finally, Utah Business Magazine, thank you so much for this award. May this be the start to something truly beautiful in helping people not only lead healthier lives, but allowing them to do something more significant for our planet. Thank you.
More than 40% of American households do not have access to convenient recycling, and existing programs are only able to recycle 10 to 45% of household waste. Recyclops makes recycling easier, more convenient, and more accessible. Founded by Ryan Smith, Recyclops launched in 2014 as the first to apply technology to environmental logistics and bring recycling to areas where it did not previously exist. Recyclops partners with organizations to develop solutions to unsolved sustainability issues, and the company has diverted over 8 million pounds from landfills to date. Recyclops' mission is to build a circular economy through green tech and lean logistics, bringing sustainable lifestyle solutions to all.
Congratulations and welcome to the stage the founder and CEO of Recyclops, Ryan Smith.
So just over a decade ago, I discovered a problem that I was woefully unaware of, and that was a huge access issue for sustainability initiatives. I learned this when I moved into an apartment complex in 2011 that didn't have recycling. And I just thought, man, I just moved into the worst apartment complex ever. Like, what is this? But as I did more research and as I looked around, I saw that my apartment wasn't unique. And I found out that approximately 60% of apartments in the US don't have recycling. As I got deeper and deeper into this issue, I saw that it extended far beyond recycling and that sustainability initiatives as a whole had an access issue.
And so at Recyclops, we've dedicated ourselves to providing access for recycling, composting, and reuse programs. We do recycling programs in tons of communities that don't have programs, including Wasatch County, Utah, Heber, Midway, Cedar City, Utah, and in cities across 30 states in the country. And we also do specialty programs, things like compostable diapers, plant-based diapers. The average diaper has as much plastic as 2 plastic water bottles, so we've partnered with a brand to facilitate collection of plant-based diapers and then composting, which means we're literally picking up dirty diapers off people's doorsteps. It's a party. And we're also working with brands on things in the reuse space, like grocery delivery companies who have ice packs, and they have insulated bubble wrap liners to help keep the food cold. Well, nobody needs 52 ice packs in their fridge every year, and so we're working with Imperfect Foods on a national packaging program where the ice packs are able to be reused, and we help facilitate the logistics for a portion of that and the recycling of all of the insulators that they use to help keep food cold. We see this huge problem, and there's one of the biggest challenges with it is simply accessibility. People need access. It needs to be easy, it needs to be convenient, or it's not going to happen. And that's what we've dedicated ourselves to. Most recently, we've launched a program called Recyclops Plus that enables residents across the Wasatch Front to recycle batteries, light bulbs, styrofoam, clamshell containers like the little berry containers you have. Those, if you put those in the city bin, they're typically not recycled. And so we have programs for that. And we're now diverting close to 1 million pounds every month from landfills. And so we're super excited about that. Super grateful for our team and everyone who's helped us get here. Most recently, grateful for Larry H. Miller Company, who we've partnered with and are working on some pretty big things with. And I believe that there's a world out there that's better than the world we live in today, and that together we can make that happen. And we're committed to making sustainability easier and more accessible for individuals and brands. Thanks.
The Lux family of designers, mavens, and epicureans guides clients in creating a zero-waste event. From sustainable rentals and linen options to coordination of mass transit, offering guests public transportation, menus featuring local ingredients, paperless proposals and invitations, eco-friendly centerpiece options, and more. These strategies boost community revenue and reduce Lux's carbon footprint. Over the last 5 years, Lux has created a comprehensive recycling program that diverts nearly 90% of its waste from landfills and is driven to multiple recycling streams. These scraps and leftovers are recycled into fertilizers for city parks and local farms through Lux's partnership with Momentum Recycling.
Please give a warm welcome to our final honoree of the day, Sarah McClure, Director of Marketing with Lux Catering and Events.
I am so thrilled to be accepting this award on behalf of Lux. Sustainability is something that is critical to our teams, and when our staff saw how much waste goes into events, they decided to do something about it. Our teams are the ones who created the programs that we live by and teach others today. We make efforts such as locally sourcing our ingredients and offering local menus. We recycle the gloves that we use every day on events. We do not offer plastic disposables for our clients. We offer other sustainable rental options for our clients to use. We are lucky to also work with other incredible community partners to help us keep up our sustainability efforts. And we are so excited for what the future holds for us and to keep recycling and wasting less in an event industry that wastes a lot. Thank you so much.
Well, that's it, guys. I think Utah's in pretty good hands, though. That was a great event. Thank you, Utah Business. You probably noticed the small tent signs in the middle of your table with a QR code. As an attendee of the Utah Business event today, we invite you to register for a one-year complimentary subscription to the Utah Business publication. Utah Business also likes to do its part in being green. They would like to gather name tags so they can recycle them. Either leave them on your table or with one of the individuals at the door, please. As a reminder, parking is paid for. If you didn't get a voucher at the registration table, please stop there on your way out. Utah Business representative is happy to provide you with one. And of course, thank you for coming and congratulations once again to the 2022 Utah Business Green Business Award recipients. Have a great day.